Okay, I am going to go over the aweber plugin for WordPress, but I'm going to start in aweber. And I'm going to assume that you created a list. So if you haven't created a list, then we need to go backwards, or you need to go to help here in aweber, type in create a list, and you'll get a video from aweber that shows you how to create a list. And I'm also going to assume that you created a web form. So I'm at web forms right now. And the way you create a web form is just click on create a web form. And I'm gonna click on my web form here. So when you click on create a web form, a blank one of these is going to show up. So if you haven't created a web form, then you need to, again, go to help, type in create web form, and you'll get a video on how to create your web form. But it's pretty simple. So make sure those two things are done. The next step in the process is to go to your aweber your WordPress dashboard. Now, when all the blogs got switched over by Jim McGregor, he gave you a way to log into your dashboard of your WordPress blog. And it's simply the name of your blog. If you can see up here is the name of Mark's blog. And then WP-admin. That is the, right there, that is the login for your WordPress dashboard. So what's going to come up is not your dashboard, obviously, but a box that says username and password, and that's going to log you into your WordPress dashboard. So here you go. You just type in the name, the URL, /WP-admin. And what we're going to do right now is the aweber plugin. So down here you see plugins. All right. If it looks like that, and there's nothing underneath it, just click on the word plugins, and it'll bring you to the plugins page. So the plugin that we're concerned with right here is the aweber forms, okay? And if you haven't done this, you're going to need to do this. You click right here, it says activate. If yours says deactivate, then it's done, so don't do anything. Like it says here, deactivate. Only if it says activate, click on the word activate. Now a red box is going to come up the top. Aweber form requires authentication. So you have to click on this settings. And what we're doing by clicking on this settings is we're going to get the authorization code that we need to connect your WordPress blog with your aweber account. So I'm going to click here to get authorization code, and it's going to ask me for my aweber credentials. So here's my login and my password for aweber, and I'm going to click. So you need your aweber login, the same login name and password that you use to log into your aweber account, and then click allow access. Now this is going to give me this big long code. Now yours may be on one line and you can't see all of it. It doesn't matter. Just double click inside here, and if you double click inside this box, it will highlight the entire code. Click edit and click copy. Okay, now minimize this window. I'm on an Apple, so your minimize will be over here if you're on a PC. So minimize this window and then paste your authorization code. So click inside this box, click edit paste, or right click paste, however you do it, and then click make connection. Now I've just connected this blog with the aweber plugin form. So it says the next step is to go to the widgets page. So I'm just going to click on the widgets page. If you somehow get lost in this process, you just go to appearance and widgets. That's the same page. So I'm going to click here to go to the widgets page. And then an aweber forms widget is going to show up. And here it is right here. Okay. Now what you would do is you would just drag this, like any other widget, over to your sidebar. And then it's going to say select a list. Now this is why I said you have to have a list created in your aweber account. So I'm going to select the list, and I have many lists, but you probably will only have one. And then it's normally what would come up here is a select a form, but sometimes it just doesn't want to work. So the select a form didn't pop up underneath here. So all I'm going to do is refresh the page. And you may need to do that, refresh the page. I'm going to open this up again. I'm opening up the aweber form again by clicking this little drop down arrow. Now I'm going to select the list, and then see, now it came up. So after I refresh the page, I got the step 2 option to select a form. Then I'm just going to select the plugin and then click save. So that is going to take your aweber form that you created, and it's going to put it on your blog. And I'm going to show you what I mean at my blog, because I'm not going to do this to Mark's blog. I just wanted to show you how it works. But here it is. Here is the aweber form. I went through the exact same process to put this aweber form on my blog. And some of you are wanting to know how to put in pictures and other things like this. And if you do, just set up an appointment with me, myself, or Jim, and we will get you the information that you need. Okay, so that puts that form, put that form on my blog for me. I didn't have to do it. You don't have to know any code or anything. It just puts your form right up on your blog for you. So I hope that's helpful.